attacking my connectivity since, well, heavily the last couple of weeks. It started on the 16th. They were blocking my browser's connectivity to Twitter. I think it's either filtering somehow or something else. They would completely block it to Twitter. And I could ping with Termux, and yet my browser was blocked to Twitter. Even though I had a 4G connection. So they haven't done it today yet, but quite often they block my access to the Twitter with this browser. As you can see, from the previous example of loading Blush Jeb's played web page, it was real slow. Now it's faster. But previous to doing this screencast, it took over a minute the first time I tried going there. Now that screenshot is much more responsive. It always is that way. When I run screenshots, it's much more responsive. They know when I'm running. They monitor my, so they know when I start a screenshot. When I start a screenshot, they back out. They pull out. It's twice as fast now as when it was before. But you saw the first time when I tried to, there it stalled again. When I first bought my phone, this was not like this at all. Internet was very, very quick. The minute they get their meat hooks in it, this is what happens. So here's an example. And sometimes it'll do this for over a minute. You can see my 3G, it's dropped it down to 3G the last week or so. It's always dropping down to 3G now, and I barely get a signal. I'm just in my front room. There's a window less than 2 meters away. There's no reason for this to be happening. I used to get 4G all the time, and now I don't get anything. So the Anglicans have tons of shit happening in this building. Lots of electronic devices and lots of wireless devices, lots of wireless access points, and they're very, very corrupt. There's not a single one in this building that is trustworthy. So here's more Croydon Park. I don't want that, but I'm just saying there's more Croydon Park. Croydon Park, 124 Croydon Park. That's the building next to us that they own. And all these are Croydon Park access points owned by the or run by the Anglican Church. There used to be 11. So now either they've hidden them by other names, or they're just got rid of them. But there's one, okay, I think two, and I think one might have dropped out since I turned this on. Anyways, so these are all the wireless points just around here, and some of them are really, really powerful. And sometimes I think that they have actually have like I run an application here, and I think that they have where's my here? I think that they have a femcell. Uh, um, they might have femtocell. I'm not sure, like, if they're, it wouldn't surprise me if they have that here, or if they're using that to connect to force my cell phone to connect to it, and then you know, data mine and collect my SMS messages, collect um, my internet traffic. I've talked about it before on my YouTube page, and also on Twitter. I talked about how they used the Res protocol in a Nokia 1520. Anyways, it's femtocell, and I think they might have a femtocell access point here. Anyways, you can see I lost my there. I caught it on, I don't know, you'd have to back it up, but I lost my my virtual network, kicked out. It dropped off. So it's not running right now. They killed my virtual network, or my VPN. That's another thing that they're doing, is my VPN is always dropping off now. They're always killing my VPN. Say connection failed. So they always drop off my VPN. They kill it, and it reconnects like that. Reconnects. Reconnecting. That's the third time it's reconnected now. It doesn't want to connect. Connected. They're really they're really interfering with my phone, and it's getting to the point where I can't even use the phone to access the internet anymore. They don't care. I confronted them this weekend about it and told them that one of the Anglicans, or one of the third parties, there's a couple people here that aren't Anglicans but they work with the Anglicans, are interfering with my phone, and they laughed. One guy said, well, pretty hard to prove who it is, isn't it? And that's their shtick. It's hard to prove who it is. But I know their MO, I know the modus operandi, and they're completely targeted attacks, and they were harassing us since the beginning when we moved in here. And the reason is because they want to own this unit. They own almost the entire building, and they've harassed us since we've lived here and give us lots of hints. One Anglican who's got a job at the main Sydney diocese right now, he told me to my face, how long are you going to be here? And I said, probably a while. And he said, well, maybe some people would be happier somewhere else. So since day one, they've harassed us and wanted us to leave. And this is one of the ways they do it, is harassing with computer devices. They've broken several of our computers. They've broken one computer twice. Another computer is not usable anymore because they destroyed it. And they've interfered with every one of our phones. And just like that guy said this weekend, I'll call him Snarker. He's my next door neighbor, right next door. He said, pretty hard to prove who it is. You can't really prove who it is, Chris. And that's their defense. And that's why they love computer attacks so much. I call it techno-terrorism. I call them technology terrorists. They want the unit, and so they harass us and monitor all our shit, and they justify it with their screwed up ethics. They're bullies, and they're nasty. Okay, now it's not loading too fast, but it's still slow. Still slower than ever what it was before. Yeah, as you can see, it's very, 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 very slow. So I think it's because they're filtering my network. they're running my network through their system somehow. They have a system set up, and then they run my network through their system. And so rather than connecting directly to my provider, I go through their system, and they connect to the provider. I mean, this page load is nuts. This is stupid for a 4G network. Whatever. So I just wanted to show that, give an example of I'll just load this one again. Okay, I'm loading that one page to Andre's website. Yeah, well, it loaded a bit faster now, but you can still see it's crazy slow. This is supposed to be a 4G network in Sydney, Australia. And the minute I take this phone away from this place, it runs better until I get back here.